Right. So, as part of the payments domain, in perspective, the role of a business analyst, etc., it's always important for us to know about what are the different payment methods do we have, and how the transaction process flow, which is called life cycle flow happens. There are different payment modes wherein we do, because we have card payments, wallet payments. At the same time, we have even online payments, like at the same time BNPL, which is called buy now pay later structure. So there are different payments. At the same time, when it comes to the international transfers and all that, so we do Swift through using Swift processing or SEPA, right? So all these things we use. In today's session, I'm going to discuss about the payment process flow in regard to the credit card payments and all, right? So here is an example I have taken, wherein, for example, if there is any kind of customer, right? Let's say, for example, this is the process flow wherein you will be understood. For example, a customer has visited the store where he wants to transact the payment through the credit card and all. Usually, what generally happens, like shoppers want to check out the web store, wherein they sends the credit card authorization request message to the payment services. Subsequently, when there is any request was raised and all that, so they normally receive the approval in regard to the acceptance, etc. At the same time, once the approval we have taken, at the same time, generally whatever the kind of order we have placed in the second phase. So whenever we have placed the order in the order management system, normally order management system sends the order to for fraud review via the risk assessment request message, etc. All that. So normally in this process, order management system usually waits for a risk assessment reply message, which is to be refunded asynchronously via the advanced message queue protocol. So followed by this, if there is any kind of risk or service which is happens through user order and as well as payment data, which will be used to assess the risk, so that whatever the orders we were using, right? So we were ordered and all might be flagged for normal views, reviews, all that stuff. Next, when it comes to the risk services point of view, sends a risk assessment reply message with the result that order passed its fraud check, etc. So that once the order is released for fulfillment and all, when a part of all the orders is available for fulfillment, there are different steps which we need to perform. The one is about the order management system, which prepares usually an invoice over here, right? So we can see, because whatever the invoice is required and all, everything will be prepared over here, right? So invoices will be prepared in this regard. So once the invoice is prepared and all that, so order management system calls for confirmation of funds to confirm that the payment authorization is still valid for the currency, the kind of currency of the amount of what we have taken the invoice, all that. So if the confirmation fund responses are positive, then the shipment is released for fulfillment from the warehouse or any kind of third party shipment, all that. Finally, when it comes to the fulfillment of the system process itself is concerned, which sends a confirmation that the shipment was shipped, etc. Last but not least, order management system calls for an issue of a payment settlement, wherein you can see, right? So wherein here the payment settlement request to collect the payments on the shipment happens. So this is what generally the process flow whenever we are working on card payment, credit card payment and all. This is what generally the life cycle process flow, which we have to be created. As a business analyst, there are some flow processes and all, everything is what something we have to create. This is where generally the domain skills are required. That's what in the previous session I discussed about what are the different payment methods, right? So on that part I have discussed. And today we have taken one of the payment method called credit card payment flow. So that this is something essentially useful to you, because being a business analyst, we need to create this workflow so that people will understand this much better. Based on that, whatever the required business logic to be implemented for the multiple functionalities or the business flows will be done by them accordingly. So this is all about the session today. If you have any questions, please go. Any questions?